What's up, everybody? Alex here from Columbus, back with another video, and let's do a contest entry for my boy M Fidelity. You know, the more I think about M Fidelity, I don't know if that's a take on infidelity, and if it is, that's kind of hot. Anyway, this is for Dave. We love Dave. Let me go ahead and bring up Dave here so you all can see him.
How are you doing, contestants? Hi, this is Dave. Welcome to my 1-year anniversary contest.
You heard it there.
I started this channel.
1-year anniversary contest. So congratulations to Dave, who's been in the VC making YouTube videos for a year now. Dave is a super supportive and brilliantly intelligent man. He's kind of traveled the world, which actually I think plays a part here in his video. I think he spent some time in Japan. I think he's on the West Coast now. And actually, I think he spent some time here in Ohio as well. And this contest he's doing is really a tribute to London. So he's got 5 great questions to show some records, and he's got some killer prizes too. So check it out. Go support Dave. Again, really awesome, incredibly intelligent. You know, he's one of these people that he shows records and I'm like, I'm learning a lot in like a 5-minute video. But yeah, again, a really cool contest. And these questions are fascinating that I kind of love and cause you to think a little bit and do some digging. So there are 5 questions. I'm looking at them now. That's why I'm off screen here. And they all have to do with London. So I pulled my 5 records and let's get into it. So the first question is album, song title, or song lyric that mentions London. Well, here's what I went with. I mean, there's a ton, right? But the one I decided to go with is a pretty polarizing album, I think. You know, for a long time, it kind of fell towards the bottom, and it certainly doesn't reach the top, but I like it more now than I probably did a couple years ago. But it's the quote-unquote Discovery or Discovery from Electric Light Orchestra. And the song I'm going to go with is Last Train to London, which was a song I never really actually cared about that much until I had a chance to see Jeff Lynne's ELO. Gosh, I guess it was around this time last year. The song is just fun, right? And I started thinking about this album as the same way. You know, it's not as like proggy or maybe as, you know, complex and deep and introspective, but like this is just a really fun album. And Last Train to London, what an absolute smoker of a tune that is. I actually didn't realize this until I pulled this out earlier, giggity, and we got a little promo on Jet. Look at that little stamp with the promo. So yeah, Last Train to London, absolute smoker, and we love it. A live album or track recorded in London. Well, this one was kind of, well, they're all easy. It's not about whether they're easy or hard, but you know, it's like, which one did I want to go with? And I went with this one because I just think the story is, well, the story is actually really sad, but it is Frank Zappa and the Mothers, December 10th, 1971 at the Rainbow. So this was part of the Zappa Estate's amazing catalog of reissues and found tapes and all those different things that they're doing. But this is a triple LP from 71. Of course, this is during the Flo and Eddie period, which I'm okay with. I know a lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. I'm like right in the middle. It does not offend me. It doesn't impact me much one way or the other. It's like a rug. I'm like, it's fine, you know? But the importance of this record obviously is recorded at the Rainbow in London. But the importance of this is actually the recorded show that ended with a fan going on stage and shoving Frank off the stage and damn near killing him. Broke a ton of ass, all those different things. Was in the hospital for a really long time, and effectively sort of ended this era of the Mothers with Flo and Eddie. Anyway, you know, from here he would go into more like certainly like jazz fusion territory with Grand Wazoo and some of that other stuff. But yeah, it's cool that this got kind of reissued as the full show, and as well as it sort of ending with him getting yeeted off the stage. But yeah, recorded in London at the Rainbow. Number 3, an album song title or song lyric that mentions a street in London. I am gonna go with Baker Street Muse, 1975, from Jethro Tull, from this amazing record, Minstrel in the Gallery. Well, it's kind of funny because one of the first things I was thinking about was Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty with that big-ass sax up in and around your mouth. But I don't have that record. And so I was like, wait a minute, Baker Street Muse, which apparently I was looking that up too, is sort of a play on words in the sense that, Dave, depending on your London intelligence, which I'm sure is super high, it's a play because it's Baker Street Muse in the sense of M-U-S-E, like, oh, I'm musing, I'm thinking, this is a very like introspective thing. But it's also a play on Baker Street Mews, M-E-W-S, which apparently refers to areas along London or England or whatever of, basically disheveled, like how old housing or old buildings or old sheds that would become like lower income housing. I don't know. The point is, Baker Street Muse is a fucking banger, big time epic that doesn't get talked about nearly enough in the Jethro Tull canon. And this is a record that doesn't get talked about enough in the Jethro Tull canon. I put this up there, believe it or not, with Aqualung, with Thick as a Brick. This to me is right up there with them. So, Baker Street Muse from Jethro Tull's Minstrel in the Gallery, 1975. An album cover that was photographed in London. This is the first one that I thought of that was taken on Hedon Street, 1973. David Bowie's The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Now, of course, none of this is really, I was going to say none of it's really there, but he's not really taking a picture next to anything, but apparently the building and all that's not really there either. But there is a plaque. There is like this blue plaque, but a classic photograph. That's it. This is the telephone booth that I believe is not there anymore. But yeah, of course, classic Bowie and a classic album cover taken by Ward. I forget his first name. Last name Ward. So yeah, Bowie. And then last and certainly not least, album, song title, or song lyric that mentions an area, neighborhood, or landmark in London. So this was a little bit more interesting, right? We got a question about a street. Now it's like, no, let's lean into a neighborhood or an area or a district or a landmark. And so I decided to go with one of my favorite bands. I think a lot of people hate this band on YouTube, but it's fine. Brian, if you're watching, here's another bad album cover for you, but I like it. It's Marillion's debut LP, Script for a Jester's Tear, came out in 1983, but one of the tracks on here is called Chelsea Monday, of course an ode to Chelsea, one of the neighborhoods in London, that I think refers to a very, very sad girl who hated her life and all the things, and growing up in Chelsea that she wanted to end her life. A real feel-good banger, if you will, a corker, as they say. But yeah, Marillion, neo-prog band. This was their first record, came out in 1983. Fish's lyrics, especially at this time, were all pretty sad and depressing. It had to do with addiction and depression and all that type of stuff. So yeah, but the track is Chelsea Monday. Chelsea Monday! Pretty great. So there you go. There are the 5. Please go over and support Dave. He's an awesome dude, awesome channel. And Dave, congrats again on 1 year in the vinyl community here on YouTube. And yeah, great questions. And I hope I fucking win. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, everybody else. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.